They told me for years there was no money in podcasting. Well, they were all wrong.
The whole appeal of crypto or the blockchain is that it isn't regulated; it's decentralized. But isn't it for crypto in particular, for it to be successful, doesn't it kind of have to be recognized or centralized or from the viewpoint of the financial institutions or the government to become legit, for lack of a better word?
And that's what we're seeing. We are starting to see a framework be placed around it. It was last week, in fact, there was a proposal where the CFTC will regulate cryptocurrency instead of the SEC, or at least place a framework around it for the SEC to create a more structured framework around it.
Right.
So you have that. And yes, it's decentralized, but everyone I have spoken to in the industry and other folks that I've seen in media want to work with the regulators to help provide that legitimacy around it. And at the end of the day, you want public investors to be safe. Again, it's a young asset class and the technology moves so quickly. As you know, every iteration of technology moves quicker than the regulators can keep up with it. It's not simply easy to regulate and create legislation.
Right.
It takes time, and the technology evolves quicker. It's deployed quicker than human brains can create regulatory framework around. So now that President Biden put an executive order around the digital asset space, there are mandates for the regulators to start to put a framework around it. So I think we're in a good place. There is frameworks in the works, if you will, and it's just a matter of time. They're not going to approve something just because the industry wants it. Their mandate is, the regulators' mandate is to protect public investors.
Yeah.
So I think we're at a good jump off here, and it will provide legitimacy. You will continue to see mass institutional adoption. We've certainly seen that over the past couple of years, especially with the pandemic and retail investors getting more involved, whether it's a crypto space or stock investing in general.
Yeah, because I guess the biggest critique of crypto is what can you really do with it other than hold it? Now that there are industries kind of teasing, you can buy things with crypto. International, you can do a lot of things with crypto. El Salvador's national currency is now in crypto. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of, we're getting there. But get back to the original point, the allure of crypto is that the government isn't involved. But for it to be legitimized, it kind of has to be involved so you can start doing things with it. So doesn't that kind of just take out the sex appeal behind crypto and the attractiveness to going towards crypto? It's kind of in order to make this legitimate, you kind of got to defeat the purpose of what it was created for to begin with. But that also leads to good things, and you can actually do stuff with it.
Right. I don't think it's an either or situation anymore. Right, okay. It's no longer us versus them. The fact of the matter is, you can't think of it as, yes, there is investing in ETH and Solana and Avalanche and Bitcoin. That said, it's not just about the investment profile going from the bottom left of the chart to the top right of the chart, right? It is more about transacting business, and it's more about revenue streams. And to me, that's the sexy part of it, because you're seeing practical applications with it. Mm-hmm. Again, there are billions of people who are underbanked or unbanked, and this is their way of being able to transact business and have revenue streams.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
If you think about it in a very linear sense, that it's only valuation, which is how the general public thinks of Bitcoin, it's only a store of value. That's not the case. When you start thinking about it from the respect of transacting and revenue streams, that's the sexy part of the story. Those are use cases for it.